before the Spaniards came to Vigan, the place was already serving as an important trading post to the neighboring Asian countries. Chinese and other traders came to barter with Cordillera Mountain products. Several Chinese merchants then intermarried with locals, creating a multicultural bloodline of the Bigueños called the Sanlays. The Spaniards founded Villa Fernandina de Vigan in 1572. The King of Spain then moved the Diocese of Nueva Segovia from Cagayan to Vigan in 1758, automatically making it a city. Vigan was then the political, social, religious, cultural and economic center of northern Luzon. Economic gains were made during the Manila-Acapulco galleon trade in the 18th century. Locals, mestizos, and Chinese business people began domestic and international trade. This economic growth marked a development in the people's lifestyle, which led to the construction of now the ancestral houses. The galleon trade was abolished in the 19th century. The city's economy declined and reverted into a municipality. Residents and businessmen left the city due to its poor economy. This economic catastrophe lasted for decades until the 1980s. In 1999, Vigan was included in the UNESCO World Heritage List, boosting its reputation as a tourism, business, and industry hub in Ilocos. Vigan reclaimed its city status in 2001, and in May 2015, Vigan was dubbed as one of the new 7 wonder cities of the world, making it a popular tourist destination worldwide. July 27, 2022. Northern Luzon was shaken by a magnitude 7 earthquake. Vigan City suffered from an intensity 6, leaving severely damaged structures that includes the churches and the ancestral houses. Climate change has already started showing its consequences from global warming through intensified typhoons, extreme heat, increased pollution, and a lot more. These effects do not only affect our lives but also our cultural treasures.
Today, Vigan City has a total of 233 historical buildings, one of which is the Donato Ancestral House, which is presently known as the Grandpa's Inn.
Before it became what it is right now, it was known to be the house of Don Mariano Donato and Carmen Rivero back in 1925. The house was a wedding gift by Mariano's sisters, Rufina, Rosario, and Primitiva. Both Don Mariano and Carmen came from well-known Vigan families that owned numerous companies back then. In 1970, the house was acquired by Dr. and Mrs. Jose R. Pasimio, which was then handed down to their son Jose Bilhera Pasimio Jr., who initiated its adaptive reuse as a hotel. The inn is now being managed by his children. The acclaimed ancestral house has undergone many construction phases to conserve and preserve the place. Today, it serves as one of the numerous hotel accommodations in the core zone of the city, located just a minute walk east of the famous Calle Crisologo. Situated in the ground floor is the Cocina Felicitas, a known restaurant in the city, and the Cafe Uno, also a well-known coffee shop. The exterior of the structure showcases the Hispanic architectural features in Vigan City. The old exposed bricks outside were already replastered. The original roofing was already changed into a galvanized roof due to its damages during its time. However, the wooden trusses were well preserved and it's still in use. All moldings and other architectural features were restored with modern materials in order to prolong its look. Upon entering the structure, you will be greeted with numerous well-preserved antique objects creating a museum-like atmosphere. The walls are noticeably kept its exposed well-maintained bricks as a feature. The furniture that are used inside are said to be one of the original sets of the house, and proudly featured in the hotel rooms are the repurposed beds such as the Kalesa, Pasagad, and Carison that were believed to be once used in the ancestral house. It is notably one of the oldest well-preserved buildings in Vigan, so damages are inevitable. With the recent earthquake that hit mainland Luzon, a lot of heritage houses were devastated in Vigan City. In that tragedy, Grandpa's Inn was one of the few heritage houses that were able to withstand the strong earthquake. No major damages were recorded in the place structural-wise, except from some broken vases. In order to bridge the structure for our future generations, conservation methods will be applied in the structure. Reapplication of cement plasters on spaled walls. Application of concrete epoxy on cracked moldings to prevent further damages. The change in temperature makes the moldings and finishes expand and contract in quick succession, which results to visible cracks. Removal of water pockets, wrinkled and peeling paint to be followed by proper repainting of the walls. Exposure to hot weather and high humidity level makes the paint wrinkle, which also causes peeling and water deposits that may cause internal damages. Removal of vegetation on the wall. During rainy seasons, moisture enters the small holes or cracks on the wall, forming vegetal growth that could damage the bricks. All these wall treatments will help protect the structure against the extreme heat and powerful rains. Proper realignment of air conditioning unit drain line to avoid water stains and visible leakages in the walls. Black stains are seen in the windows where the exhaust fan of the Cocina Felicitas kitchen is located. By providing an exhaust pipeline that leads upward will prevent black stains in the exterior walls of the structure and will make it have a more inviting look. Regular application of clear coating and pigmented stain in the wooden flooring to avoid further unwanted stains. Reapplication of water-resistant coating on the exposed brick walls. Moisture that penetrates the brick walls are causing deterioration and brittle clay bricks. Replastering of the visible wall cracks in order to protect the original bricks. Sealing of the plumbing pipes and removal of stains caused by the water leakages. Application of new plasters in the occurring hairline cracks on the second floor ceiling. To better adopt in the environmental movement, renewable energy source is hereby proposed as an energy source in the operation of the structure. Solar panels are one of the best options to consider in this project by taking advantage on the solar energy as a main source of power. In this way, the ancestral house will easily sustain itself for the next generations. The conservation of these historical structures will not just promote the city's tourism, but it will also contribute to the development of the socio-economic growth of the city. The genius loci will live for the next generations and will continue to exhibit the rich history of Vigan City.